Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So right now, the Ijaw nation have started their own agitation, but it is no longer Biafra anymore. In fact, the Ijaw nation said that they want their own republic, that is Republic of Ijaw, that they do not want any military rule in their land. You know that ever since Fubara was suspended, that the whole of Rivers State has been in crisis and in chaos. So right now, the people of Ijaw, which is most affected, has said that they want out, that they don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. Wow, let me see what Tinubu is going to do about this. Whether he's going to declare the Ijaw people terrorists, just like he declared the people of Biafra just because they want out of Nigeria. Tinubu has been claiming that he wants one Nigeria, but he has failed to make peace and make everybody to feel among in the one Nigeria. It seems like the one Nigeria is just for some set of people. Even the Yoruba people, where that he comes from, also want Oduduwa of their own. So who will now remain in the one Nigeria when all these people leave? Wow, it is good that everybody is now seeing what Biafrans and Igbos saw that made them to say they want out of Nigeria. Now there are so many agitators in the country. We are going to see how many people that Tinubu is going to declare war on, and the rest of the people that are going to be left out. So guys, I'm going to allow you to watch this video that I'm going to show you right now to see the demand that the Ijaw people are making and how serious they are about it. Just take a watch for yourself.
And you know, they always said there are times when issues happen, it also give results to a form of blessings. As a conscious Ijaw youth, and as the president of the formidable Ijaw Youth Council, IYC, I believe that the Rivers State incidents awakening the consciousness of the Ijaw people. And it has given us reasons why we need to reassess ourselves, and that has led this gathering where very pertinent and important issues were raised and discussed. First of all, the Niger Delta that we find ourselves is the center of minority, and as such, Ijaw happens to be the largest ethnic nationality that domicile here in the Niger Delta, and all our agitations has always been the well-being of the entire minorities in the Niger Delta. When you come to the oil and gas industry, I can categorically tell you that about 75% of the oil and gas facility and activities are domiciled in Ijaw land. For the well-being and the survival of Ijaw nation, the Nigerian nation, the Ijaw ethnic nationality has over time contributed a quota. We understand that we have been clamoring for resource control. That has not come, but we have been comfortable living with our neighbors, our brothers from all these geopolitical zones, irrespective of what we are contributing to the Nigerian state and what we are getting as a people. We can recall that some of these fears were the reasons why the late Major Azigboro of blessed memory decided to declare the Niger Delta Republic that lasted for 12 days, which is called the 12-day revolution. Down the line, we were believing that some forms of amendments are going to be made, and the interests and the fears of the minority will be put into consideration in the Nigerian state. And today, in our own generation, the things that the likes of late Major Azigboro was afraid of are still being made manifest in our own generation. And the cause for worry, we can recall the first executive governor of Biafra State was impeached. It is the same enemies of Ijaw nation, just because he was championing a fight for resource control. It is still fresh in our memory how he was embarrassed and taken out of office. Despite our contribution to the oil and gas industries, our lands and our environment is one of the highly polluted environments. We have been appealing to the federal government, even though the resource control has not been granted to us. Try as much as possible to see how our environment can be put in order. Remediate our hydrocarbon polluted environment so that some of us that are farmers can go back to agriculture. The federal government decide to give us deaf ears. We are not jealous or envious of the Ogoni people, but their resolve have given them the needed results. Today, Ogoni land is being remediated just because they said that until their land is remediated, oil and gas activities is not going to be allowed. And today, their resolve have given them the result. As a job people, we believe it's high time we also take the Ogoni templates. And some of the environmental challenges that we are facing were also discussed in the summit. So I'm just telling you that the crisis in river states, to a larger extent, is a blessing in disguise to Ijaw nation, because that has led to several issues that we are discussing as a people that has been affecting us. Today, Nigeria as a nation, when there are crises between a community and the Nigerian military, without due diligence investigation, our community are always being burnt down. The approach being given to our community is quite different from the approach elsewhere. So we begin to ask ourselves, if at all we are part of this nation called Nigeria, or we are second-class citizens. So what has happened in River State has given us the opportunity to analyze and critically give an appraisal of all that has been happening around the Ijaw nation. And we believe resolutions that are going to be reached will definitely chart the way forward for the Ijaw nation and the existence of the Ijaw people in this nation called Nigeria. This is just the first one. Subsequent meetings of Ijaw nation are going to be held, where critical decisions are going to be taken. And we believe some of those decisions we will reassess ourselves, if at all as a people we have the number to ask for our own independence as a people. Let us have our own republic, since the Nigerian government have seen or have decided that we are fourth-class citizens in this country, not even second class. Because even in this current administration, under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there is no Ijaw man that has a say. Even the minister that is from the homogeneous Ijaw state, Biafra state, has to lobby 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persons before he can even gain access to discuss issues that has to do with the Ijaw nation. So we have seen that even our minister has been relegated to the background. Our issues are not being treated with all sense of seriousness under this administration. Our appeal of environmental remediation has been given deaf ear, despite our enormous contribution to the economic stability and well-being of this country. So, why do we have to keep ourselves in a nation that our contributions are not appreciated? Our struggle for the sustenance and unity of the country called Nigeria is not being appreciated. Rather, we are always being used in the political chess game. Today, a governor is being removed. The NDDC, that is our only interventionist agency, has now been turned to a political ground where funds are now being used to carry out political or use funds from our NDDC being used to fund political activity instead of using it to develop the infrastructural deficiencies that our people are facing. There is no appointee in this administration that is from the Ijaw extraction that have express access to the president and commander-in-chief of this country. And we happen to be the fourth largest ethnic nationality. That calls for a concern. So we are assessing the situation, and in no distance time, the Ijaw people are going to take their stand if we have to give and write to all the necessary agencies, parastatal international communities, why a referendum needs to be called for the Ijaw people to express if they are going to be part of the Nigerian state or they want to have their own country. Because before the amalgamation of this country between the southern and the northern protectorates, the concerns of the minorities were raised. And today, those concerns are coming into reality. So we believe that the country called Nigeria is no longer comfortable with us as a people. We have to make self-assessments and ask for a referendum where the Ijaw people can easily vote either to be part of the Nigerian country or they are going to have their own way. So those are some of the discussions that we had in the just concluded summit, and we are believing that more meetings are going to be held where final decisions are going to be made and our position are going to be communicated to the people, and in the appropriate times we are going to take the appropriate and rightful steps to either leave this country and have our own republic or be part of the system. But one thing is certain, the maltreatment that has been given to us have clearly shown that the Nigeria nation does not need the Ijaw people, and we don't need to pretend about that. It's high time we prepare ourselves and go our own separate way from the Nigerian country. You know, when Major Dagboro made his declaration, it was Niger Delta Republic, because he believed and understood that the minorities in the Niger Delta are facing the same challenges in the Nigerian nation. But today, even inside the minorities, some are more comfortable with the alliance of the Nigerian government, and those in the corridor of power have decided to use some of the minority to cause more injury to the Ijaw ethnic nationality. And when we give appraisal of ourselves in terms of population, in terms of landmarks, in terms of human capital resources, in terms of even economic and natural resources, we have what it takes to sustain ourselves. So we don't need any other ethnic minority in the Niger Delta. The Ijaw land, the Ijaw population, the Ijaw manpower is more than enough to have our own republic. So we are proposing for a Ijaw republic that will cater for the well-being and welfare of the Ijaw people. Why the other minorities can be part of the Nigeria, or they might decide to join forces with the Biafra Republic and go their way. Nigeria, in as much as we are aware, we are not under any military regime. There is nowhere in the Nigerian constitution that states that there should be an appointment of sole administrators in a state under democracy. That on its own is an aberration and abuse to the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended. We were expecting that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a Democrat, will respect the Nigerian Constitution and make due diligent investigation before hurriedly swinging into action. What he has done in Rivers State to all Democrats and believers of democracy is an assault to model democracy. The governor of Rivers State has shown commitment to sustain peace in Rivers State, while the FCT minister, who is looking every means to see how he can grab power in Rivers State, has been bent on causing unrest in Rivers State. And that happens to be an appointee of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If you are a lover of peace, tranquility, it is expected of you to first of all caution your minister, who have severally come to public domain to make his point clear that he is an interested party in the crisis that are happening in Rivers State. And for a president to come and suspend an elected governor under this 21st century is a coup to democracy. And the Ijaw ethnic nationality will never accept that. We have rejected his action in all totality, while those of our elders, our leaders, are calling on Mr. President to see how he can immediately reverse that is wrong pronouncement, that is anti-democracy. We are calling on the international community to know those that are trying to cause insecurity in the Niger Delta by using the Rivers State political crisis. Sole administrator to manage affairs of a state under democratic regime. I have not heard it anywhere. The first time it's happening. When we asked what was the reason why state of emergency was declared and why the power grabbing, they said that it is as a result of pipeline vandalism, that the governor refused to communicate the president on happenings, and according to the unqualified Attorney General of the Federation, coming to make statements that the governor is teleguiding militants to carry out pipeline vandalism activities. So you begin to wonder, when did they investigate what was happening in Rivers State, that it was as a result of governor's directive? The one that happened in Gokana, the community leaders came out publicly to say that it was as a result of communal differences, and the contractor that is handling the surveillance job in that particular line, they decided to put it on the neck of the governor just because they want to kill a dog. They have to give it a bad name. That is what the presidency under Bola Ahmed Tinubu and those undemocratic appointees that is under his cabinet have decided to do. But as an Ijaw man, the Ijaw nation have told him categorically that we are going to resist that statement with all sense of humility, and every necessary step that needs to be taken, we will take. The sole administrator, which they have used to grab power in Rivers State, have now also come with the template by making appointments, making pronouncements that will further aggravate the anger of the people of Rivers State. We are aware they just want to cause unnecessary unrest in Rivers State to justify their undemocratic action that they have taken. Some of them were believing that maybe when that pronouncement is made, the Ijaw people will now go ahead, blow up pipeline, cause pipeline vandalism, cause... We are wiser. No level of anger will make us to go and attack any pipeline or go and vandalize pipeline that will end up polluting our environment. The already polluted environment that we are calling for people to go and remediate, is that the same environment that we will now go and pollute the remaining ones that our parents are using to do their little farming? There is no way that they will aggravate our anger that will make us to take those kind of steps. The Ijaw nation is wiser, and we are going to be taking wiser steps to fight them. If they are thinking that we will continue to blow pipeline, or Ijaw people or our people will control, it's a big lie. They have failed. We are not going to allow them to aggravate our anger, and we will now end up polluting our environment. It's not going to happen. Rather, we will use other means. Democracy is game of number. 2027 is just by the corner. The Ijaw nation is going to gather, and we are going to see who we are going to align with that will protect the interests of the Ijaw nation. But one thing is certain: Ijaw land has never been a conquered territory, and it is not under our watch that we will allow some group of persons to come and undermine us and tell us that we have been conquered. We can never. The Ijaw man has never gone to war and been defeated. So it's not under our regime, not under our header, that we will allow that to happen. We will fight this fight till our governor, our son, is being restored and reinstated as the governor of Rivers State to complete his first term and subsequently his second term as 8 years governor of Rivers State. We cannot allow any group of persons, those anti-democratic miscreants, to come and cajole us. So we are appealing to Mr. President once again to go and remove that illegal entity he called his sole administrator, a name, a position that is not found in democracy. And Rivers State, our dear state, cannot be under military watch when the entire nation is practicing democracy. It's an aberration and it's unacceptable. Let him go and remove his illegal administrator to avoid breakdown of law and order. One thing is certain: as a son, if you tell me that you are my friend, no matter how tattered, unkept my father is, it is your responsibility to respect my father just for the sake of our friendship. Wike, as a friend to Ijaw nation, has abused his privileges. And from the day he makes those derogatory statements, he stopped to exist as a friend to Ijaw nation. He has been totally and completely rejected by Ijaw nation. And there is no part in the Ijaw nation that will accommodate him or accept him. There is a saying that in every palace there are saboteurs, there are Judas. Those Judas in the Ijaw nation that have decided to be his slave, that is operating the slave master and the slave boy relationship, has nothing to do with Ijaw nation. Those are people that have decided to sell their king in order to become a palace boy in the palace of his father's enemy. So Ijaw nation has nothing to do with them. They have sold their conscience. They have told the entire world that them and Wike are operating a slave master and slave boy relationship. They can never speak for Ijaw nation. The entire Ijaw nation have rejected Wike, and he has ceased to become a friend of Ijaw nation. And we have made it point blank, categorically, that we don't have, the Ijaw nation does not have any crisis with the Ekwere ethnic nationality. But an Ekwere son has insulted the entire Ijaw ethnic nationality, and the Ijaw nation have rejected him, and he ceased to be a friend to the Ijaw nation. And any Ijaw son or daughter that is dining and whining with him are his slaves, and they can never speak the position of the Ijaw nation.
So guys, you have seen what is happening in Nigeria. Secession is no longer Biafran talk, Now they just are equally asking that they want to secede. They are not comfortable with the monopoly of power that Tinubu is, showcasing in River State. How all of a sudden he brought a sole administrator who was said to, just be there for a while, but the man is now going on, appointing some key appointees, and that is raising a whole lot of questions, especially at the local government level. And that's just to tell you that the Tinubu's government is just ready to take over the River State for the APC. I'm just wondering, what is it that Wike is doing, selling his own state for a token, for his own personal token? Honestly, you see, these politicians, there's nothing they cannot do. What a selfish lifestyle that you can see in the lives of these politicians. They don't care about Nigerians. They don't care about what people are going through. Now, River State is going through all this turmoil, and Wike is happy. How can you be happy when your people are suffering? What kind of success is that? What kind of joy is that? Will you be saying you are happy? That you are happy and your people are suffering? Is that happiness? That's not happiness. But that's the only thing that gives Wike joy. That his people are suffering is enough for him. So you can see what is happening in River State. It's really so sad that we are here as a country. We are here at this point still talking about one or two things and thereabout. Honestly, it's sad. It's sad that these people are just dragging us backward. Anyway, guys, you've heard it. They said secession or nothing. Secession or nothing. The Ijaw Republic want to be on their own. They said they want to go like the Biafrans. They don't want any other thing. They want to secede. They want to be on their own, and that is all they want. So, guys, we are going to be seeing how the government is going to, how the government is going to be reacting to all this. And also, the man made some valid points. He said, if you come to the areas that they don't have good farmlands anymore, that the pollution coming from the environmental pollution coming from the drilling of the oil has spoiled their land. Their people cannot farm. They are not being given political positions. They are not being compensated in any form. And now their son has become governor. Guess what? the Tinubu's government has ousted him because they want rivers. Can you imagine that? So somehow you won't even blame the Ijaw people. It will be childish for them to sit down and watch what is happening. And this one, they said they are coming back for the next meeting, and it will get to the point it's going to be like a do or die something. So I think Tinubu should sit up. Tinubu should sit up and be a leader. Stop respecting Wike. The Wike charm him. Is Wike using to join him? Did they hypnotize him? Why is it that Tinubu cannot be a man? Stand up and tell Wike where he has wrong. Tell Fubara where he has wrong. Sue peace. You cannot be doing things and be one-sided and be partisan. Be in the middle as a father and settle your children. No, Tinubu is there because Wike is working for him. He's ready to allow Rivers State to burn down because of the interest of one man. Oh, so guys, it's really so sad that this country is getting to this point. So you can see war is looming in Nigeria. Real war is looming, and people like Tinubu will not be sensible enough to know that war can break under the Tinubu's government. I mean, real war can break, because you don't play with these Ijaw people. When you talk about militancy, they have it in their head. You know, when you talk of people that can live in the creek all their lives, they can do that. They don't care, you know. And now they are coming and they have been calmed down since the time of Yaradua. They were like pacified and they decided to put away their arms. But I think Tinubu is provoking them at this point. And that's to tell you that, see, these leaders, they are only coming to destroy. Look at all the peace deal that Yaradua was able to secure in the Niger Delta. All those things now are being turned upside down because of people's selfish interests. It would have been easy for Tinubu to win the minds of Rivers State if he's giving Nigerians dividend of democracy. But because Tinubu cannot persuade Nigerians to vote for him through dividend of democracy, they are now, you know, taking the route of taking over states. That is what they are trying to do, taking over states so that they will set up their machineries in states and then use INEC to perpetrate the evils that they do perpetrate during elections. So APC is one of the worst things that have happened to Nigeria. I mean, APC is so bad. This party is so bad. I'm just wondering, how did we even come about a party like this where people are so self-centered, you know, so self-centered? I'm not saying they do as if they don't even have human hearts, they don't have human feeling. Where is the humanity? Where's the humanity that every human being should have? You know, you don't see it in them. They just live a self-centered life. It's just all about them, their families, their own families, and any other Nigeria can go to places. It does not concern them. So guys, it's really so sad. When you look at what's happening in this country, you just feel like crying. What's so difficult, you know, to just give people their own share and you have your own share. Even if you are going to take the biggest portion, just give everybody our own share. Now you want to have your share and equally have the shares of others. How does that work in a democratic country? So guys, I don't know what you make of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.
Okay, guys, you have heard the man and heard the demand that he is listening. I do not think that Tinubu actually expect this kind of reactions from the people of Rivers. No, you think that these are just Igbos that have been coward. Anything that goes, if Igbo man speak, they will just arrest the person and put the person in detention. Now look at Ijaw people, and they are even more serious than the Biafra agitators. I wonder why Tinubu would allow Wike to be controlling him like this. I mean, this is this same people that you are expecting to vote for you come 2027 election. Now, so many people have turned against you. How do you now want to win their hearts? And above all, they have now started saying they want out of Nigeria. People that don't even want to be part of Nigeria anymore. How do you convince them to come out and vote on the election day? Things are beginning to turn around for Tinubu. Even the sole administrator that he now put in Rivers State is facing attack from the whole of Rivers State. Nobody wants him. The other day, someone came out and tell him vividly to resign. Someone told the sole administrator that he is going to resign, that he will not resign, that there is no decree or any law that is going to make in Rivers State that is going to stand, that the whole of Rivers State is going to come together and go against him. Guys, if now you them tell this one, you no go fear. So the Rivers States have always been known for people that don't take rubbish. So Tinubu mess with the wrong people this time around, and I'll be here to see how everything plays out. Guys, share your opinion in the comment section, like and share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.